Hi all, welcome to the channel. This is the third lecture on sustainable sites for LEED Green Associate exam. Without any further delays, we will move on to the presentation. We have discussed one prerequisite and three credits in this category. Now let's move on to the next credit, that is rainwater management. Conventional new developments have detrimental effects on the natural environmental system. New developments reduce the natural permeability of site and increase rainwater runoff. Increased runoff rates can result in erosion and sedimentation of waterways. The water quality is reduced due to pollutant carried by runoff water and can be harmful to aquatic life in receiving water. It is useful to note that the amount of tax dollars and energy required to pump and treat stormwater that run off into our municipal water system. A stormwater management plan, also abbreviated as SWP, often includes strategies to collect and reuse stormwater to reduce the water runoff from the site. Strategies to manage stormwater addresses both water quality and quantity. LEED encourages practices that reduce stormwater runoff and protect the quality of both surface and groundwater. Rainwater management credit has possible of 3 points, and the intent is to reduce the runoff volume and improve water quality by replicating the natural hydrology and water balance of the site based on historical condition and undeveloped ecosystem in this region. The intent suggests us to handle most of the rainwater that falls on your site in a way that closely resembles how nature would manage it. Well, currently everyone is using impermeable pavings all around their buildings. It can enhance the aesthetic, but it will affect the groundwater recharge system. Water has to go down. But remember one thing, the techniques which we adopt to enhance the groundwater recharge won't affect the environment. It have to be low impact one. That's why the second point suggests that this involves using techniques and structures collectively known as low impact development and green infrastructure, which help to capture, store and absorb rainwater on site. Some examples for this green infrastructure or low impact development are listed below. They are rain gardens. Rain gardens are small planted areas that absorb rainwater. Green roof are there. It is a very good example for like green infrastructure which can be provided in urban areas. Even in like rural areas also it works. They are the vegetated roof that absorb rainfall and reduce the runoff. Next is permeable pavements, that is just opposite to the impermeable pavings. The surface that allow water to pass through and soak into the ground. Next is biospheres. It also a good idea that we can provide in urban areas where we find some difficulty to provide green areas. Biospheres are landscape channels that slow and filter the stormwater. Now let's look how to achieve this credit. There are two options. Option 1 is based on percentile of rainfall event. Option 1 is divided into two parts. Part 1 is based on 95th percentile. It gets 2 points except the healthcare and 1 point for the healthcare. So to achieve this credit, manage the runoff from the developed site for the majority of local rainfall event, that is 95th percentile, using low impact development and green infrastructure to mimic natural hydrology process. Part 2 is based on 98 percentile. It can get 3 points except the healthcare and 2 points for healthcare. Achieve part 1 but for the 98 percentile of regional or local rainfall event using low impact development and green infrastructure. So for part 1 it was 95th percentile, and here for part 2 it is 98th percentile. There is one more path for this option, and it is for zero lot line projects. So it is applicable to zero lot line projects in urban area with a minimum density of 1.5 floor area ratio. So here it's taken 85th percentile and it gets 3 points except healthcare and 2 points for healthcare. Second option to achieve this credit is based on natural land cover condition. It can get 3 points except healthcare and 2 points for healthcare. To achieve this credit, manage the annual increase in runoff volume on site from the natural land cover to the post-developed condition. It means when the land is developed, natural surface like soil and vegetation which absorb and slow down rainwater are often replaced with impervious surface like concrete and asphalt, which do not absorb water. This leads to an increase in volume and speed of the runoff. To manage this increased runoff, several strategies can be implemented, which I mentioned in the previous slide. So you can go through that. That's the end of today's lecture. We will cover the remaining credits in this category tomorrow. Until then, goodbye. If you enjoyed the content, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.